All parties in the matter of Medellin versus Wilkerson, step forward.
Celeste Medellin is suing motorist Yolanda Wilkerson for losing control of her vehicle and crashing into her house.
Miss Medellin, the defendant's car crashed into your house.
Right.
Caused severe damage to your house.
Yes.
And that's really not, I don't think, an issue that I have to address. Your car crashed into her house.
Yes.
You have a defense, which I'm dying to hear. But I'm going to start with you. Tell me on what date this happened.
This happened on August the 3rd, last year, like around 8, 9 o'clock at night. I was in my room sleeping, watching TV with my kids. All of a sudden, I just hear a big old boom. And there's smoke, there's the gas smell, and then the bricks started falling off. So that's whenever, at first I was in shock. So then I went ahead and got my kids out the house. My husband went outside. That's when he went over with Miss Aranda. And he was like, ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. She would not respond to him. She kept pressing on the gas. And she kept driving like she was driving the car. And he kept saying, ma'am. So she would not respond. She was like, stop.
You saw this?
I did, because I went outside after he was already talking to her, but she would not respond. So that's whenever he grabbed and took away her keys and turned off the ignition because she kept pressing on the gas. He was like, you're going to go more inside the house. And she didn't. She kept doing this and pressing.
Can I see the pictures of the house?
Yes.
And the car? Are you an owner or a renter of this house?
My mom owns the house, but I pay the bills.
Okay. Did you have insurance on the house? Did they
I
repair?
do have the insurance on the house.
And the insurance paid for the repair?
We're not using the insurance because it's going to triple my insurance.
Well, how are you going to fix the house?
We're fixing it out of pocket, little by little. I have the estimate and the police report also with the damages she caused.
Whose truck is this?
Mine.
Where were you coming from that night?
I was coming from home
Coming from home, going where?
to visit a friend,
What's the name of the friend you were going to visit?
Allison.
Can I see the police report, please?
Whenever
What kind of work do you do?
Postal worker.
Who was your insurance carrier?
United Automobile Insurance Service.
What's Old American Country Mutual?
That's through the United Automobile Insurance.
Was that policy in effect when you went through the house? Don't give me an Was the policy in effect when you went through the house?
I thought it was, Your Honor.
I don't care what you thought.
It was not.
Was the policy in effect when you went through the house?
Yes, I found out it was not.
So that's why we're here. So that when the police took your information, you told them that you were insured with Old American Country Mutual, but that turned out to be not correct.
Correct.
How much prior to August 1st of 2015 did your policy expire?
Month. 1 month.
How many months?
3.
3 months. You want to restate that? How many months prior to having this accident did your insurance expire?
Well, I thought it was 1 month, ma'am.
But now you know better. What were you driving around without insurance for?
It was not on purpose, ma'am.
Well, it was on purpose if you didn't pay the bill.
Well, I didn't have the money.
Then you don't drive to visit your friend, Allison. You're a postal worker. How long have you been a postal worker?
17 years.
Then you had the money for insurance, unless you're spending it on something else. Driving around in a car, then you pay insurance. Anything else you want to tell me?
Yes, whenever I went to her house prior, when I went and talked to her and told her about the damages she had caused, she told me she wasn't working, that she had 10 months without a job. She told me she wasn't going to pay for the damages. And I told her, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this the legal way. She was like, well, go for it. I'm not paying you. I don't have the money. Other people pay my bills. She never said she had a job.
Do you work for the post office or not?
Yes, I do, but I have not been at work in, like she said, in about 10 months.
For why?
Due to injury.
Do you collect disability? Workman's
At the
compensation?
time when she came, no, ma'am.
She said she did.
If you weren't working, what were you doing driving around in a car? Because you can't work in the post office, what are you doing driving around visiting Allison at 9 o'clock at night?
I was going to visit my friend to see if I could borrow some money.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. We're done here. Irresponsible.